Okay, we're going to talk about corporate and business credit and give you a full explanation of the process we go through to build your credit quickly and easily with a step-by-step formula. Now, our goal is to build business credit for small US-based businesses. And this will require participation from both your coach and you during the following process to help you get more money in your pocket faster and easier to help you grow your business. Now, in order for our client to achieve impeccable, elite, or commonly referred to as Tier 3 business credit status, both the credit coach and the client will need to establish 10+ lines of business credit that will report to the business credit bureaus. Now, the highest level of underwriting guidelines from corporate lenders is usually 10 to 14 trade lines. And then we'll talk about how you can get way more money with a pre-existing aged shelf corporation, such as the ones listed on our website. Now, on that note, our company was originally formed in 1906, so over 100 years ago, and I've been in the business personally for over 30 years. We have a special process of building business credit faster with more success than anybody we know. And if you appreciate this helpful information about corporate credit, please help me out by clicking the like button below so YouTube promotes this video. Thank you so much. And if you want to see more videos like this one or just need a friend, please click the subscribe button below and notification bell so that when more videos come out like this, you'll be up to date right away. Now, our process is as follows. Step 1, day 1. Create accurate profiles with Dun & Bradstreet and obtain a DUNS number if the client does not already have one. Update business experience if applicable. And any business updates usually take about 10 to 21 days. Now, the length of time is determined by the business bureaus. Step 2, around day 6, create free business listings. Listings such as 411 directory assistance, yellow pages, super pages, and directories that we know that are important. Now, this will increase approvals and credit limits, enabling lenders to locate the client's business. This makes lenders comfortable lending to a business without any previous credit history. Step 3, around days 16 through 30. We have an exclusive list of lenders, and we set up the first 2 lines of credit with lenders that will provide terms with client having little or no business history. The client will then use the credit by making a purchase, usually $50 or more, will report. Then the client will pay the invoice. This will report to the credit bureaus within 2 to 6 weeks. The client now has 1 to 2 trade lines reporting with the use of their DUNS number and EIN. Step 4, click the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead. Step 4, about day 45, we set up free credit monitoring so the client can see how their credit report is doing. Once the trade lines have started reporting, we can move on to other lines of credit that will approve with 1 to 2 trades reporting. Step 5, usually around day 60. We send approximately 45 lenders categorized in the following rounds. Round 1 lenders. These are lenders that will approve the client with 1 to 2 trade lines reporting. Round 2 lenders. These will approve the client with 3 or more trade lines reporting. And finally, round 3 lenders. These will approve the client with 4 or more trade lines reporting. Now, this process will get the client to 10+ trade lines reporting, therefore obtaining a Tier 3 business credit status. Lastly, round 4 lenders will approve with 10 to 14 lines of credit reporting. These are high-limit credit cards, working capital, and equipment financing, and you've hit the corporate credit jackpot. Now, here's a disclaimer. Any client who pays the new credit late, slow, or past the due date of any invoice or revolving credit line will accept the responsibility or consequences of their payment behavior. Additionally, the approval process is based on lender guidelines. Lenders will occasionally change or update their guidelines without notice. So that's the process, and that's what you can expect. How much can I get? Now, that's the age-old question that just about everybody wants to know. Now, we cannot guarantee what third-party lenders are going to do, but most of our clients get at least $50,000 of business credit with our process. The key thing is that you need to do your part and follow the instructions of your credit coach. Make sense? Now, the next question we get is, how soon can I get credit? As we stated, once we lay the foundation, you typically start getting credit lines within the first 2 to 4 weeks of starting the process. So if you'd like to get started, you can give us a call at 1-954-400-1050. That's 1-954-400-1050. or visit companiesinc.com and fill out a free consultation form. Now, here are some additional steps that we go through that will prepare you for working with your credit coach. And on that note, sometimes we get calls. I called my credit coach last Thursday and he didn't call me back. Wah! Well, don't just sit there on your backside and cry if the corporate credit coach doesn't call you back the second you want him to. This is an active process. And your corporate credit coach is a busy guy and is usually really good at returning phone calls. But if you don't get a call the second you want it, he's probably on calls with other clients or didn't get your message. So you be relentless and you keep calling until he picks up. Success goes to go-getters, not to victims. So take charge of your life and follow our proven success formula, and more likely than not, you'll get what you want that's available to you. Okay, so back to the steps of working with your credit coach. Step 1. Credit name search with Dun & Bradstreet. By searching D&B for business names, we can quickly find out if a business with the same name has credit history. By using the advanced search, we can query the D&B database on a national level. Now, why is searching Dun & Bradstreet so important? If you were to complete the business credit building process and later find out that there was a company with the same name, perhaps in a different state, that had a credit profile with poor or high-risk credit history, you would find yourself having to overcome that when your company name is searched. And once we've confirmed that your business name is unique with D&B, we can continue with the credit profile building process. Should you find a company with the same name, you may consider amending your company name in order to build credit under an entity with a name that is not already in use. Step 2, entity name availability search. The next step is to check your entity name against all registered entities in the nation. And we do this by going to each state secretary or commission office website or call center and check the name availability. Or we use an online tool. There are search tools available for credit and financial records as well as registered business entities. This simple search will let us know if there's another registered business entity using the same name in another state. The search should be conducted without a corporate identifier, meaning that just the name of the entity without Inc., LLC, Limited, Corp, etc. With this search, we'll find the company listed, and we can view public record information such as when the entity was formed and the type and registered entity address. Step 3, trademark infringement check. We will also want to check the Trademark Electronic Search System, TESS database, for an exact match of your entity name. This type of query will generally show a lot of results. What is entered into the form is parsed and truncated for a broad match. For example, if you search for business credit, you will see results such as CU Business Source, which doesn't have business credit in the name of the company or the description of goods and services. However, business and credit are, which will deliver a result without an exact match. Now, trademarks will be registered as either live or dead. In this case, you'll want to look at the live trademarks with an exact match of your business name in order to ensure there's no conflict. Another consideration is that trademarks are assigned categories. So you can have a word mark registered for your industry or sector, and another entity can register the same word sequence in another category for another purpose without there being a conflict. Step 4, domain name search website address. You should register your company name as a domain, preferably with a .com extension. Check any domain register provider for domain name availability. Your domain name may or may not include your corporate identifier, meaning that if your company name is Best Project Managers Corp, you could seek to register www.bestprojectmanagerscorp.com or alternatively www.bestprojectmanagers.com for this purpose. Now, this doesn't have to be your primary domain name that your company uses for business. Following the example above, you may be using an alternative domain name. However, it's important that the name you are using to build credit is registered to you. Step 5, directory listing. Make sure you have a business listing with Google. And if you don't, you can create one for free. This takes just minutes and doesn't cost anything. You can create an account and add your business to the directory by going to google.com/business or whatever subdirectory is at the time of your check. If your business is already listed, Check to be sure the information is updated with your current contact and location details. Now, there are several options for your business to be listed. For this purpose, simply having your business name in the Google directory with your current contact information is sufficient. Now, if your business entity name conflicts with any of the above checks, you should consider changing it. There are several options available to you, from DBAs, articles of amendment, and filing a new business entity. You can give us a call at 1-954-400-1050 and ask for a consultant to assist you. Now, before you complete a business name change or register a new business entity, you should complete the steps above to ensure you can safely build a business credit profile with it. Building corporate credit is the act of establishing true and separate business credit. This means having a true and separate business entity. By forming a corporation or LLC, you can be issued an EIN, a Federal Employer Identification Number, or tax ID from the IRS. This is essentially the Social Security number for your business. It's how the IRS will identify your entity and will become the stem of your separate credit profile. You can build credit on a new business entity, or much better yet, purchase one of our aged shelf companies that were formed on a prior date. You can begin the formation of a new business entity while you perform this process. As long as you have completed the steps on building corporate credit, you can know that your entity name is ready to build corporate credit with. The incorporation process can take a few weeks depending on your state and their filing times. And the cost depends on your state's filing fees. Call us for details. Now, Companies Incorporated has an inventory of aged corporations and companies that are available immediately. These are business entities that are already formed or incorporated. This gives you a little bit of a head start. And there are lenders out there with criterion that include how long the business has been incorporated. Using an aged company can open doors for you when applying for credit. Favorable criterion equals favorable options and rates. Either way, you have to have a true business structure to establish business credit. Sole proprietorships may conduct business. However, they are not a separate business from the owner. This means that credit granted to a sole proprietorship is no different than personal credit, and it will be on the owner's personal profile. Next, you must have a legal business address, and this is not a post office box. It must be a physical location. Most people use their home addresses at first. You must have your business address for the process. Companies Incorporated also offers office programs in several states that provide all of the benefits of having your own business location for a fraction of the cost. Part of your business identity is to have a dedicated business phone number. What qualifies as a business telephone number? One that is dedicated to your company, that is picked up, "Thank you for calling," your company name, otherwise professionally handled. Voice mailbox greetings should include the company name or business trade name in the recording. And having a true business phone line through a provider also allows you to be included in their local 411 directory assistance. And as part of the business credit qualification process, lenders will attempt to locate your business through a public directory such as 411 assistance. Cell phone and internet VoIP lines can be used. However, you run the risk of not being included in a 411 directory assistance, which may lead some creditors to scrutinize your business and or not qualify for business credit. Toll-free numbers are excellent for credibility and are very cost-effective. You can opt to set up a 1-800 number for your business and have it listed in directory assistance and forward all calls to your internet or cellular-based business phone. Along with your company domain name, a business email address should be used rather than companyname@gmail.com, for example. Company domain-based email is provided by domain providers for free in many cases, so this shouldn't be overlooked. As you can see from all of these steps, the objective here is to create a separate business identity from you personally. If you're running a business and even incorporated, make sure that your phone number and email address are formally separate from you personally. So these steps create a distinct corporate entity for the purpose of building corporate credit. The more separate your business is from you, the easier the business credit reporting process will be, and the more opportunities you will have with lenders. Essentially, these formalities open doors to more lending institutions and credit providers and getting more money in your pocket when you need it. Want to build your business credit? Give us a call at 1-954-400-1050 or visit companiesinc.com and fill out a free consultation form. Please click like, subscribe, and share this video with others. Thanks for watching. This is The Business Guy.